News every 15 minutes, weather every 10, and sports twice an hour.
Newstalk KGVO, AM 1290 and now 101.5 FM.
You're listening to Montana Morning with Peter Christian.
If you didn't hear the records being smashed over the weekend, I'm sure you felt them. Good morning, everyone. It's Montana Morning. It is Monday, June 29th, 2015. What a blistering weekend in western Montana. Right now, hasn't cooled off much. The sky is overcast. We have 67 degrees right now. If you open the window, it doesn't feel too much cool breeze coming through the window there. It's because it's almost 70 right now. Our newscast this morning sponsored by Kootenai Creek Village, the maintenance-free active adult community in Stevensville. Call 777-5387. Our top story this morning, it was a record-setting weekend for both Missoula and Kalispell. Meteorologist Jeff Kitzmiller with the National Weather Service told me this morning he began with Saturday's record highs.
For Saturday, the record high in Kalispell was 97 degrees, and their old record was 90, set back in 1987. And for Missoula on Saturday, our record high was 101, and we beat the old record that was 96, set in 1919.
Sunday was even hotter in western Montana.
For Sunday, the record high temperature was 102, and that breaks the old record of 92 that was set in 2007. And the record high of 102 in Missoula broke the old record of 98. Set in 2007.
Temperatures will stay in the mid to upper 90s through the 4th of July weekend. Last week, Missoula County made an emergency proclamation due to dangerous fire conditions. Missoula Director of Emergency Management Adrian Beck explains.
An emergency proclamation is in anticipation of a very hazardous situation, though we acknowledge that the situation exists, but it has not occurred yet. And so it really is kind of a acknowledgement of the hazardous situation and allows for kind of that pre-planning that emergency managers and emergency responders need in order to kind of prepare for what we foresee could be a long fire season.
Today, officials will be meeting to discuss whether or not Missoula should go one step further and declare Stage 1 fire restrictions.
What it means for the public is it begins to restrict some of the activities that are known to be hazardous or contribute to starting wildland fires. So campfires, fireworks, some of those types of activities.
Beck says the fact that the 4th of July is this weekend will be taken into consideration by officials as they make that decision. Hot, dry weather is bringing predators that normally avoid populated areas down closer to riverbanks where game congregate. Missoula police received a call at about 4 this morning of a mountain lion sighting on South Easy Street near East Missoula. Dispatchers contacted Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks. A grizzly bear killed some sheep near Lincoln over the weekend, and there have been several black bear sightings in the 9 Mile, Alberton, Grand Creek, and Rattlesnake areas. To report a bear or mountain lion sighting, visit MissoulaBears.org. An unidentified man is recovering from 3 rattlesnake bites sustained in western Montana. The Missoulian newspaper reports Granite County Commissioner Scott Adler says his daughter spotted the snake sunning itself on the road as she was walking sheep to their pen near the town of Drummond. Adler said he was getting ready to shoot the reptile when the man told him he had experience dealing with rattlers. He picked up the snake and was bitten 3 times in the arm. The rattlesnake died, and Adler says the man's arm was turned black and face swelled up before he was taken to the hospital. Area resident Vicki Weaver said the man is recovering. Missoula police and fire personnel anxiously watching to see if the confluence of the hottest, driest week in the year and the 4th of July fireworks season will result in fire calls. City Fire Inspector Adam Sebastian explains.
With the heat indexes and fire dangers just elevated to very high, we just want the community to be prepared and, more than anything, be educated in the dangers of using fireworks.
Some fireworks are legal within the Missoula city limits.
Last year, we started allowing novelty fireworks within the city limits, and those include like party poppers, and small devices such as snappers and toy smoke devices, snakes and glowworms, and sparklers.
Public Information Officer Travis Welsh with the police department said both agencies hope residents will enjoy professional fireworks displays rather than using their own during this hot, dry week.
We would just remind people that it is illegal, with few exceptions, in the city limits to ignite fireworks. And there are public displays that are available for people to view, and we'd like them to take advantage of those opportunities rather than violate the ordinance and ignite fireworks on their own.
Sebastian said there will be a dedicated phone number open only on July 3rd and 4th to report fireworks violations. Write this number down, 258-4850, 258-4850. Firefighters are working to suppress the 30-acre wildfire in northern Montana. Officials say the fire started Saturday in the Flathead National Forest near Glacier Park at a gravel pit west of the North Fork of the Flathead River. Firefighters were aggressively attacking any spot fires starting in the national park. Elsewhere in Montana, crews on Sunday responded to a small fire that reportedly started northeast of Livingston. New state data shows that vaccination rates at 1 in 8 elementary schools in Montana are too low to ensure immunity from outbreaks of measles or whooping cough. The Montana Department of Health and Human Services released immunization and exemption rates of 347 elementary schools for the first time in response to a records request by the Billings Gazette. The agency declined to release grade-level rates, citing patient privacy concerns in rural areas. Many schools have high immunization rates. 1 in 6 schools had 100%. Among the state's large school districts, no single elementary school had immunization rates below 93%. Well, the Missoula County Sheriff's Office is outfitting its personnel with lighter, more comfortable uniforms. Under Sheriff Jason Johnson said Friday that the new uniforms officially debuted yesterday, one of the hottest days of the year, something of special importance to deputies in the field.
We're going from a very dark brown to a black shirt, but it's the material that really counts. This new material is very light. You know, I equate it to what people might think of as what a runner would wear, that breathable, absorbent type material. That's what we'll be able to start wearing with our uniforms.
Johnson says the new look has a specific purpose aside for the comfort of the deputy.
It's important for us that we don't look militarized. That's something that, and frankly, one of the reasons it took so long to roll this out, I think Sheriff McDermott wanted to take some time to make sure that we did this right and that we maintain a very professional look.
Johnson said each deputy receives a uniform allowance, but the new uniforms are possible due to a generous gift of nearly $65,000 from Neptune Aviation. Members of the Montana Republican Party have elected a new party chairman to lead them through the 2016 election cycle. Representative Jeff Esmond of Billings was chosen for the role on the second day of the Montana GOP convention Saturday in Helena. Esmond beat out Missoula's Will Dayshaw, who had been the party leader since 2009, along with far-right former Madison County Commissioner Dan Happel. Our News Talk time now is 6:12.
News Talk, KGVO.
Missoula's official weather station.
Partly sunny skies and hot today with our high temperatures topping out in the mid-90s. We have the threat of a thunderstorm late this afternoon into the early evening hours. Tonight, low temperatures will be in the mid-60s. I'm meteorologist Brooke Foster for KECI 13.